I'm inside a horror game, and I've opened a marriage agency. Under my matchmaking. The fragmented ghost whose parts fall off at any moment was paired with a sewing-addicted needle ghost. You drop it, I sew it. The more they sew, the closer they get. The hyperreactive ghost who screams at the slightest touch was paired with the formless mist ghost. The miserable female ghost raising 2 kids alone was paired with the lonely, wealthy ghost with a massive fortune. The eerie spirits, suppressed for centuries, are now buzzing with excitement. My matchmaking events are always packed. But suddenly, one day, a group of players kicked down the shutter door of my agency. In the real world, they specialize in the black market for NPCs. I, this defenseless matchmaker, became just another piece of merchandise on their shelf. I told them, in half an hour, this place will be swarming with cold-blooded, murderous spirits. They thought I was just making up lies to stall for time. How could they know that in 30 minutes, it's sign-in time for the matchmaking mixer? Specialty? In my past life, I was a certified gold medal matchmaker. I handled 137 pairings, with a 92% success rate. My colleagues called me the human Yulao. There is no thread I can't pull. No bridge I can't build. A horror game? Who are you introducing to whom? To the NPCs, of course. Let me do the math for you. Think about it, in such a massive dungeon, there are at least hundreds of NPCs. Doing the same routine every day, working, chasing, and killing. Can the player's mental state really be good? If everyone had a significant other, their work enthusiasm would double. The player experience would be maximized, and the reputation of our dungeon would skyrocket. This will all be a credit to your leadership. When the higher-ups see these beautiful statistics, your position is bound to move up a notch, isn't it? Painting a rosy picture for the interviewer is an instinct carved into every matchmaker's DNA. Speaking of your handsome self, do you have a partner? With your aura, your build, and these sharp claws on display, how many female ghosts would go weak in the knees? Ah. They must feel incredible to the touch. If you don't have one, I could conveniently find one for you. No need. My dungeon doesn't need any pink bubbles. Go check other dungeons. Wait, what did he say? A grand gold medal matchmaker, rejected to her face by a boss? I take back all those compliments I just gave him. What aura? What build? He's clearly just an unromantic block of iron, but those claws really are beautiful. Cold and sharp. They must feel very cooling to the touch. Fine, fine. If this place won't have me, somewhere else will. Then, boss, why not let her stay? Hehe, I never dated when I was alive. And after I died, no ghost would talk to me. Please be kind. And give me a chance? The chance is here. There's an empty shop on the 3rd Street of the East District. The previous NPC thought it was too remote, so they moved out. Take it and use it. Giving me the shop? I slaved away for my boss while I was alive, and couldn't even afford a desk in the city center. But after dying, things turned out well. I got a storefront for free and became my own boss. I've got the vibe now. I'll definitely work my life off for this. No need to work your life off. You've already died once. The boss said the location was remote. I thought he was just being modest. I only realized after arriving that it is unashamedly remote. But I'm very satisfied. Back when I was alive, renting a 10 square meter cubicle in the city center, the landlord would raise the rent by $500 every month and still think he was a philanthropist. Now this shop is over 30 square meters with a front shop, a backyard, and its own attic. Most importantly, no rent. Death is truly the only path to housing freedom. MHM. Hehe. Open for business. Hehe, Basu. I'm here. Sit. His name is Asen, the first client since opening. When he was alive, he worked on a construction site to meet deadlines. He fell from a scaffold after working 72 hours straight. Every bone in his body was shattered. Even after becoming a ghost, he couldn't put himself back together. Every joint in his body is loose. He relies entirely on inertia to walk. One sneeze could turn him into a pile of spare parts. What kind of partner are you looking for? No specific requirements. As long as they don't mind me being loose. Until you are infinite, your face is constantly shifting. As someone who ran a marriage agency for 10 years, there's no bizarre request I haven't handled. Your wrist just flew off. It's like talking to a client. And their wig just falls off, no big deal. Anything else? Better tell me 2 more things. If they could help me put my bones back together, that would be great. I've been trying to piece myself together for 300 years, but they never align. Good with their hands. Patient. Anything else? I'm afraid you'll laugh at me if I say it. Go ahead. I want someone who can hold me without me falling apart. Every time I shatter, I'm the only one there to pick myself up. I've been picking myself up for 300 years. I heard many heart-wrenching stories when I was alive, but Asen's single sentence is more piercing than all of them. Solitude, it seems, is something you can't even leave behind in death. Wait for my good news. I spent 3 days gathering intel on all the unmarried NPCs in the East District. The method was primitive. Going door to door to chat. Pretending to pass by and asking for a drink of water. The conversational skills of a 10-year gold medal matchmaker are still an absolute mastery today. Sister offing. Any interest in finding a partner? No time, too much needlework. What if I said there's a gentleman whose body provides enough work to keep you sewing for a lifetime? He trembles. All over his body, every joint is loose and movable. He falls apart when walking. He falls apart when sneezing. And if he claps in excitement, his palms just fly away. For 300 years, no one has been able to piece him back together. Take me to see him. Haha, the blind date can begin. It's done, Daddy. Can you sew other places? Show me every single loose part you have. Hehe, offing circled around Asen who was sitting on the chair. Checking every joint inch by inch. The cervical spine that had been loose for 300 years. The curved needle pierced the dislocated left knee. With both hands, offing adjusted and pushed. The needle and thread locked tight, and the knee snapped back into place. Don't move anything outside the 3 realms. I pierced through you. No. It's just the first time someone has held me from behind. It's not loose anymore. The first deal is a success. My name is Ollie. I'm a mist ghost, and I'm looking for a partner. What are your requirements? I want someone who can feel my existence. In the dungeon, I'm responsible for creating mist zones. When players enter and can't see the road, they panic. But they are panicking because they can't see the way. No one has ever panicked because there's a ghost right beside them. For 300 years, nothing has ever touched me. I can't even pick up a piece of paper. There are many kinds of loneliness. Asen's loneliness was falling apart with no one to help him. Ollie's loneliness is even more absolute. He doesn't even have the right to be touched. Request received. Give me 2 days. Who? This is Ajin, a colleague from the corridor area. His job is to scream after being stepped on by a player, scaring them away. But something went wrong recently. What happened? When a player steps on him, he screams louder than the player. He scares himself into a faint first. It happened 3 times in a row. The boss said if it happens again, his points will be docked. I didn't mean to. I just can't stand being touched. No matter who it is. Or where they run. My body automatically goes into a shortcut of fear. Remember to reach for his hand. When he was alive, he was a delivery man, working through wind and rain. Once, he was hit by a truck running a red light on the way to a delivery. He lay in the ICU for 40 days, poked by over 1,000 needles all over his body, undergoing 6 surgeries. Every time he woke from anesthesia, it was an agonizing, bone-deep pain. In the end, he couldn't be saved. But that hyperreactive response, that being touched, is synonymous with being harmed, was etched into his soul. What kind of partner are you looking for? I want someone who will never touch me. But I'll know they are right beside me. Never touch him. But he'll know they are there. I understand. A name has already surfaced in my mind. Ajin, opposite you is Ollie. Ollie. This is Ajin. Say hello to each other. Both sides were silent, neither daring to speak first. The first time this has happened in 10 years. Then I'll introduce you first. Ajin is an outstanding employee in the corridor area. He's a kind person, very gentle. There is a small condition. He can't quite handle physical contact. Ollie is a backbone of the mist zone. Gentle and attentive. He also has a special situation. He has no physical form. He can't touch anything. Yes, I can't even pick up a piece of paper. It's not that he's afraid of him. It's that he's afraid his own void will be confirmed once again. That wasn't a gasp of fear. Really? You can't touch me? You really can't touch me? I'm sorry, I know that's disappointing. Let me finish. When others touch me, I scream in pain. I faint from the pain. But you won't. You will never hurt me. So you can stay by my side forever. There was only half a step between the two ghosts. One was trembling all over. The other was entirely transparent. Ajahn closed his eyes. And Ali's mist slowly enveloped him. No sensation, no pain. Only his presence. Ajah's shoulders, which had been tense for 300 years, relaxed little by little. You're the first person to get close without hurting me. You are the first. You are the first person who didn't turn away after passing through me. The second deal is a success. I didn't need to look back to know who it was. In the whole dungeon, only he walks with a natural ground tremor. He's too tall. I have to crane my neck to talk to him. Like I'm talking to a building, a whole building. 2 deals successful already? You're quite well informed. Is this a work inspection, or? Player complaint rates in the East District dropped by 14% recently. The status of NPCs in the corridor and mist zones, their ratings have all increased. Isn't that great? This can all be credited to your management. But there's a problem. Ajahn was late for work today. Because he was chatting with Ali in the corridor. They lost track of time. The scaring efficiency of the fragmented ghost has increased by 30% though. After being sewn, the parts he drops are even larger. The visual impact has doubled. I don't care about that. But being late means docking points. This isn't an inspection. He's clearly here to lodge a complaint. Fine, I'll remind them tomorrow. Rest assured, falling in love will absolutely not interfere with their work. Boss, won't you really consider letting me find someone for you? My dungeon doesn't need it. And what about yourself? When he left, those claws were tucked back into his sleeves again. Black background, black text. The design aesthetic of you ghosts is really something. I want to find a partner. But I can't come in person. I am a shadow. Still haven't made a mark. I am. Don't put out the fire. If the fire dies, I'm gone. Her name is Aing. She died in an accident in a basement. A girl living alone. In a semi-basement of an old community. One day, torrential rain flooded the place. She was trapped in a room without windows. Power went out, and there was no phone signal. The water level rose inch by inch. She screamed in the darkness for 6 hours. But no one heard her. After death, she became a shadow. Able to exist only on a surface with light. If there's light, she exists. If the light goes out, she disappears. Unable to perceive anything. As if locked back in that pitch-black basement. So you can't come to the shop because from the West District to the East District, there are 3 sections of road with no light source at all? Yes, I can't pass through them. I would disappear. What kind of partner are you looking for? I want to find someone who glows by themselves. That way, no matter where we go, or how dark it is, I will never disappear. I already have a candidate in mind. It's not forced. This person's file has been sitting on my desk for 3 days. The lamp ghost, Aiming, was a power repairman when he was alive. While repairing lines during a typhoon, he was hit by high-voltage electricity. After death, his whole body glows 24 hours a day, without interruption. His brightness is comparable to a searchlight. No NPC is willing to stay with him for long because he's too bright. Ghost's eyes have adapted to the dimness of the underworld. Standing next to him is like staring directly into a massive floodlight. In 2 minutes, your eyes start to water. Shadows don't have eyes. Now there's no need to endure it. In his lifetime plus these centuries after death, this is the first time someone, after he lit up, didn't cover their eyes or turn their head away. Because the girl in front of him has no eyes to cover. And no head that can be turned away. You are so bright. You are so bright. When you stand there, I can see all of my own outlines. Wherever I go. Will you be there? As long as I'm glowing, I'll be there. I'm always glowing, I know. The third deal. 3 successful deals now. According to the rules, for every pair matched, each party pays a portion of coins. 6 portions of coins. It's enough to burn a full 3-bedroom paper house set for my mom. The kind with a garden. My mom worked in a textile factory for 30 years when she was alive. Her pension was barely enough for a household registration. After I died suddenly, the company paid a sum of compensation, but I'm afraid she'll be too frugal to use it. The rule of the underworld is that underworld currency can be sent through dreams, allowing relatives in the living world to buy lottery tickets. The probability of winning is linked to the amount of underworld currency. I need to earn more to make the rest of her life comfortable. Dungeon announcement. External player season detected. A new round of channel challenges is opening in the East District. All NPCs, please prepare for battle. The players are coming. Boss Sue. There was a human at the dungeon boundary just now, peeking around. He didn't look like a normal player. What did he look like? Wearing a player's skin. But the look in his eyes was wrong. Normal players are afraid when they enter a dungeon. The look in his eyes was like he was choosing trouble. Are you okay? I'm not here to find a partner for myself. I want to help find one for my mom. Your mom is the South District door-slamming ghost named Ayan? Ayu. She died during a home invasion robbery. When the killer climbed through the window, his mom wasn't home. He was all alone. Mom doesn't sleep at night anymore. She sits at the entrance staring at the door lock. She says if she had been home that day, and the door had been locked, no one would have gotten in. Does your mom know you came to see me? She refused to come. She says she doesn't deserve to have new happy things. Looking at this 8-year-old ghost in front of me, who ran to the marriage agency for his mom. What kind of person do you think your mom needs? Someone strong, who can guard the door. Someone with a good temper, who won't get annoyed when mom cries in the middle of the night. And someone who is good to me. My mom says because she has a child, others will find it troublesome. Wait for my good news. Perfect. Ashwan was a locksmith in his village when he was alive. There wasn't a lock within 100 miles he couldn't open. He went up the mountain in winter to deliver a lock to a hunter, but was caught in an avalanche and froze to death in a gully. He's very bulky, arms as thick as calves, but his personality is famously timid. When asked why he doesn't look for a partner, he stayed silent for a long time before muttering, "I'm afraid people will find me boring. I have a candidate, but this matchmaking wasn't so smooth. Thank you, but no thanks." Sister Ayan. Forgive me for being blunt. It's not that you don't deserve happy things. It's that you're too afraid of losing something again. So you decided to hold on to nothing at all. Just meet once and have a cup of tea. Whether it works or not is up to you. I will be there the whole time. If he's scared, I'll leave. Okay. It's exactly like a parent-teacher interview. As if calculating an escape route. Uncle, my mom says you can make locks. Can you make the strongest lock in the world? The kind that can be installed on our front door? Is it strong enough? Mom, look. With this lock, no one can ever get in. If the lock is bad, I can make another one. Is something wrong with it? No, it's not bad. It's just that for 300 years, no one has ever made me a lock that could actually keep the door closed. Uncle, can you come help us lock the door every day from now on? Every day. Come before dawn. And leave after dark. If you don't chase me away. This burden is too heavy. Did you see the system notification? Players will enter the East District the day after tomorrow. We're on the front line. Your shop is on the edge of the route. In a normal flow, no players would walk there. But for the abnormal ones, it's hard to say. Did you check on the person the poison shop owner mentioned? Did you? 4 people. Are they using firefighting machines to enter? The system can't track their trajectory. In the eyes of normal players, the black market players, NPCs are game characters. In the eyes of black market people, NPCs are commodities that can be priced and sold. The weak ones, the rare ones, those with special abilities. After being captured, they are packaged and sold to private collectors or underground arenas. And for a service-type NPC like me with no combat power, on their inventory lists, I'm probably just like an appetizer. I'll double the patrols. That's all. Boss. The matchmaking event the day after tomorrow will proceed as scheduled. Did you not hear what I said? I heard you, but 23 NPCs have already signed up. The venue, the schedule, the refreshments, everything is set. They've waited for hundreds of years. Some even longer. If you make them wait any longer, those newly mended hearts will break all over again. I can't let that happen. I'll be there the day after tomorrow. We were as in sync as partners of 10 years. Instead of 23, over 27 applicants showed up. 4 uninvited ones shamelessly tagged along, claiming they just wanted to observe. What if we find a match? Normal players enter dungeons with their heads down, hugging the walls. But these 4 started in with confidence, their gazes like scanners sweeping over every NPC. So it really is open. Mist types, shadow types. Rare categories, the powerful ones. This is the marriage agency's event site. Players, please use the south passage. A service type NPC. No combat ability. High mental attributes. Matchmaker types are rare. Some people specifically collect emotional types. They fetch a high price. Come with me quietly. Think again. Let go. Why? Because the check-in time has passed. Everyone who was supposed to arrive is here. Now, it's time for the matchmaking session. What do you mean? A bunch of low-level NPCs. Who are you trying to scare? You touched my NPC. Say it one more time. Who are you going to beat up and sell? Good heavens, look at those claws. He looked even better kicking them than leaning on the railing. Alright, that little interlude is over. The matchmaking event continues. We were interrupted at number 15. Is number 15 here? Raise your hand. The matchmaking sessions became a weekly event held at the East District Plaza, with Amin acting as the lamp. Ayan and Ashwan guarded the gate. Offing provided emergency on-site mending services. with the whole process running smoothly. It was more professional than the marriage agency I ran when I was alive. In the third session, a total of 11 pairs were matched. I was raking in nether coins. I wasn't in a hurry for paper houses or furniture. Mom never cared for those things when she was alive. A third place prize. 50,000 yuan isn't much. But it's enough for him to fix that leaky window at home. And buy that dishwasher he's been talking about for 2 years. Mom, just wait. The scent of cold wood, mixed with the underworld's unique smell of frost and dew, drifted in through the door, cool and refreshing. The accounts don't match. They match. The price of forget-me-not tea went up. The cost is 20% higher. You've been coming to the shop more and more frequently lately. And your claws are showing more often too. Boss, why do you always hide your claws? They look ugly. Those claws of yours are well defined, with sharp tips. In the underworld, they're top tier. There's something. The system updated an NPC welfare policy. What policy? Service-type NPCs who have worked for a full year can apply for permanent residency. Permanent residency? Meaning you won't be cleared by the system. And you won't be deleted during version updates. You can stay in this dungeon forever. Has this policy always existed? It was just passed last week. Who proposed it? The dungeon management. I did. Why? You said before that you couldn't handle it. I thought about it for a long time. You don't have to carry the burden. I will. On a policy level. After 10 years of matchmaking and pairing over 100 couples, my own red thread was always empty. I had no time when I was alive, and I never thought about it after I died, only to have a boss who hides his claws in his sleeves confess his feelings through a policy directive. Just like the first day, boss. This isn't a policy. This is a marriage proposal. Besides, you haven't even prepared a ring. It's bitingly cold. The temperatures of 2 dead people added together is still icy. Yet I felt a burning heat. A ring. I'll have Ashwan make one. How long have you all been eavesdropping? From the very first sentence. It's been burning from the first day until now. It will probably burn for 10,000 years. Only after dying once did I realize that the scenes I missed in the human world, the underworld has made up for them. Honey, mom won 50,000 on a lottery ticket. I fixed the windowsill. And I'm buying the dishwasher. Mom is doing fine. What's wrong? Nothing. Business is good. And life is good too.